Hello, spiritual superstars, spiritual superstars. How are you? How are you? How are you? We are manifesting big things, great big things. Come on in and type in your 4 1s, the opening of the spirit realm. Come on in and type in your 4 1s so I can share this statement with you so you manifest anything that you want. And yes, it is that easy. It is that easy. And I guarantee you that you're going to find that you've already done this technique and it has worked for you. But maybe you just didn't know that you were doing it because it came so natural. Because you know how we are. You know how it is. You're a natural. You know, you're already awake. Before you realized you're awake, you were awake. So go ahead and type in your 4 1s. Majesty Her is up in the house and typed in her 4 1s. The opening of the spirit realm. We're going to get it started. So go on ahead, get ready to raise your vibration. Ready? Is anybody else ready? I don't see any more 4 1s. Majesty Her, do you see anybody else in the room? Come on. Come on in. Come on in. I feel your presence. Let's go ahead and take a beautiful, beautiful deep breath in. Ready? Prepare our human for this thing that we're manifesting. Come on. Deep, deep, deep. Challenging your human, kissing your higher self. When you inhale, you literally are going like this with the divine. And exhale all the way. All right, all right. Eric is in the house. Thank you so much for hitting that thumbs up button, spiritual superstars. Show me some love, show my human love, and thank you so much for showing spirit love. Very quickly, if you're new to our platform, welcome to the family, spiritual superstar. And if you're not, welcome back. I'm Nicole, I'm Ray V, founder of Spiritual Guidance Academy, where I help you master your spiritual gifts, learn all about spiritual guidance, and learn how to hear from the Most High. I am a spiritual problem solver. All right. And so I want to help you solve your problems with practical spiritual guidance because it's the way that I've lived my life. And this thing right here, this statement that you're going to hear me say in just a moment, there's variations to it. So I'm going to give you 2 right off the top. And I guarantee you that you have said this in the past at some point. You might have said it today. So you're going to see that, oh my gosh, you mean it's that easy? The law of attraction really does work like that? It absolutely does. Okay, so let's dial it back a little bit real quick and let's just say what the law of attraction is. The law of attraction is a universal law. It is energy. It is the pull. It is that which is outside of ourselves, and we all adhere to it and we all control it. We all have that much power that we can activate universal laws. That's why they're universal, because we can all activate them. And you don't have to be rich. You don't have to be a woman. You don't have to be, someone that has 3 hamsters. You don't have to, there's no condition outside of your belief system. You have to remember that you are the soul within your human. Yes? And you are infinite abundance. Yes? I want you to type in the comment section, I am. That's it. I am. Because you are. You are that you are. I am that I am, right? Just type it in. I am. Be used to saying that. I am. And filling in the rest of it with anything positive. I am infinite abundance. I am co-creating with spirit, right? And so when you're positive in your narrative, when you are really formulating language that speaks towards what you are manifesting, it happens. Why? Because everything starts with thought. You were conceived from thought. You really were. Whether that thought was intentional or not, but you were. And we're all energy. And so energy doesn't die. Energy just is. It exists. And guess what? Scientifically, they've already proven that energy exists in the quantum field. Quantum physics, astrophysicists have already proven that what I'm about to share with you, these statements, generate a metaphysical result, a solution. Okay? So remember that you are the soul within your human and you control the mind. Your human controls the brain. Your brain sends signals through your five senses in this 3D called life. But you exist. You within your human. You are infinite energy. You have not manifested in dense matter. Your human has. Your human has. You haven't. Your human controls the brain. That's one part of who you are. The five senses. That's one part of who you are. You control your mind. You are the cognitive aspects, the consciousness. That's you. You are consciousness. You are consciousness. You are consciousness. And consciousness is energy. Consciousness is infinite, abundant energy. Consciousness expands. Okay? So you're a dual being. Now, once you know that you're a dual being, consciousness controls the narrative. Consciousness controls your perspective. Consciousness controls your judgment. Consciousness controls your intuition, your emotions. Consciousness controls your thinking and your visualizing. So what you focus on, it expands because you create that truth. You create that. You can either bring it to you or you can distance it from you. Have you ever not wanted to go to school? Let's look back at that really quick. I'm going to give you these two statements and you're going to be like, I've said that before. Oh my gosh, I really have done that. You're going to be like, I did this. Go back to school. Some of you are in school now. That day that you don't want to get out of bed and you're just like, I'm not going in. How about the job? When you're like, today is not that day. I'm not going in. I don't want to go in. You start thinking about it the night before. Either the kids are sick or you're sick. You're just not going in. Maybe you had a long night. Maybe, whatever it is, you're not going in that day. Sunday, you're not going in. Monday morning, you're not going in. That thought is there. Guess what happens when you wake up? You start coming up with an excuse of what you can say to your boss. You start praying that they don't answer the phone, that you can just get to a coworker, you could get to the voicemail, something, so that you could be legit and protected and cover your tail. But so you're not going in. You've created that thought already, right? School the same way. You want to play hooky? You're not going in. You're going to play hooky and you're not going to make it to class. You're going to come up with something to do that keeps you from manifesting yourself to go to class. Well, the same energy that you're taking to avoid something is the same energy that you can create to attract something. Okay, so remember that's how powerful you are, and that activates the law of attraction, right? Hit the thumbs up button if you know what I'm talking about. Because the second you say this right here, I wonder what it would be like if. I wonder what it would be like if. I wonder what it would be like if. And lo and behold, that same thing happens. I wonder what it would be like if I moved back to Atlanta. I wonder what it would be like. And I moved back to Atlanta. I wonder what it would be like if I lived down the street from my mama, and, we could just go and visit, but be not too close where they could be all up in my business. But I could be close enough to check on them and swing by with the kids and pull off without them knowing. Just waiting for somebody to open the door. All right, I'm out. Beep, beep. And lo and behold, that thing happened. That intention, right? That intention carries weight, and you are the heavyweight. So don't ever forget that you are that powerful. I wonder what it would be like if. Here's the other statement that I know you said, and comment in the live wherever we're at down below. If you're looking at this on a recording, replay, hit replay. They do that on Facebook. Hit replay. Hashtag replay if you're looking at this on a replay. And don't forget your hashtag 1111 so people can know. This is what you do when you see 4 ones. They'll know because they'll put the hashtag 1111 in the search, and then they'll come to us and they'll know. It's the opening of the spirit realm. So, and I would love your support on that. So I wonder what it would feel like if, right? I wonder what would happen if. I wonder what if. Those statements. But you also want to do that, what I just said. I wonder what it would feel like immediately. Immediately, you universe within. What does your human automatically go into? Y'all know this because my spiritual superstars rock. They are so doggone smart. Y'all so smart. You know this. You know this. What happens when we automatically say, I wonder what it would feel like? I wonder what it would feel like. Try it out. Comment right now. I wonder what it would feel like. There we go. Here's one. I wonder what it would feel like if I had $18,000 in my bank account right now. What's yours? Wonder what it would feel like if I had $36,879 in my bank account right now. I wonder what it would feel like if we were in our home that has a pool in the backyard with a privacy fence and a gated community. 75 degrees in January. I wonder what it would feel like. I see the manicured lawn. I see the sunset. It's right off the ocean. Kind of looks like Florida somewhere. It's beautiful. Smells just, ooh. Smells warm, comforting. Our human automatically uses our humans five senses, we have already shown our human through our mind's eye what our vision that we are manifesting looks like. I want you to repeat that, and then I want you to forget it. As in, go about your day and live your life. Because as you hang on to it all day, you're worrying about it. So you think about it. I wonder what it would be like if. I wonder if. What would happen if? And always carry that intention into something so magnanimous and huge that it blows your human's brain. And you get to replace and reprogram your human's brain with everything that spirit is co-creating with you to manifest. And then your human magically is told what to do by you and not society, not the government, not your parents who gave up on their own dreams, but you love them anyway and you should, not your siblings who kind of act like frenemies, not your best friend. You love them, but they're not where you want to be, and they don't get why you are pursuing your dreams. Not anybody that can't support you. Okay? All right, all right. All right, all right. So that is that statement. Those are those statements, all right? Thank you so much, spiritual superstars. Let me go on back in. Carolyn B, spiritual warrior. I wonder, let's see, Nicole, Kimberly Edwards says she sent you $50. Did you get it? No, I did not. Where did you send it to? And thank you. I'm so sorry I didn't get it. Where'd you send it to? Oh my goodness. Did you get your $50? I sent you, I'm about 4 weeks ago. Oh, Kimberly. No, where did you send it and why did you send it, dear love? You know what? Instead of telling all your business, let me get you to email my team at Spiritual Guidance Academy at gmail.com. And thank you so much for reaching out and saying that. I wonder how it would feel like to multitask different jobs perfectly and still be able to have and enjoy my life. All right, Kim, you are on it. We are going to do one even better. I wonder what it would be like to not have to work anybody's job and to still be able to enjoy my life. How's that one? Can you get that one in? I wonder what it would feel like to accept the millionaire's offer of going out with me again and not being afraid to say yes. Girl, claimed and received, because now your energy is in that. You exude that confidence of. So now your back has just straightened and you are that one who was just asked out again by that millionaire. And you know exactly what to say now. Yes, karma rolls back around and gives you that second chance. I love it. Third, fourth, fifth, the thousandth chance. Kia, I wonder what it feel like for the world to be equal. Ooh, I wonder what it would feel like for the world to be equal. You know, what would that feel like for you? I feel like for me, when I just said that, it would make me feel balanced, grounded, empowered. Queen Ruby Goat says, she using someone else's videos that I watch every day just about. Who? Who? Oh, let's see. Okay. I wonder, are you using someone else's videos? I know that Empress Queen Tay, and you're not her. Ruby. Honey, thank you for. Oh, that gave me, girl, I'm so glad you said that. That was so good. Um, Empress Queen Tay is a spiritual superstar that you gonna report me? Who you gonna report me to? Who you gonna report me to? This is a great time to bring up the promotion that we have at Spiritual Guidance Academy. Girl, let me tell you, I needed this. Thank you so much. You are so being used by God. So when we get off of this, I want you to praise God, okay? Because I praise God for you. Let me tell you, thank you. Um, Carolyn, good. Honey, and I'm not laughing at you, Queen Ruby, greatest of all time. I'm not laughing at you. I'm thanking you because no. It's okay, Kia. It's okay. My spiritual superstars, y'all don't play. Y'all like pit bulls. I love y'all. Thank you for protecting me. Okay. Um, we have a promotion at Spiritual Guidance Academy, of which I am founder of, helping people like Empress Tay, who's a beautiful woman, amazing mom, to get your work out, to get you in front of your audience that you don't know you even have. For any struggling spiritual practitioners, energy healers, card readers, whether you're tarot, angel, spiritual guidance, whatever modality you are in of spirituality, one of my missions in this lifetime is to help change the face of spiritual industry. We all know what the face looks like, and it doesn't coincide with the reality of spirituality. Many of you, you know how gifted you are, but the confusion of who do you go to? How do you start? Why don't you have clients that are sending you money? Why aren't you having repeat clients? What modality should you go in? How can you build your platform, your business, your other channels or um, locations? So here at Spiritual Guidance Academy, we have a promotion. It is a paid promotion where we will advertise your videos, providing you qualify for this promotion, and we will market you to our audience of spiritual superstars, much like we did Empress Queen Tay. So I'm really proud that you brought her up because when I allowed Empress uh, Queen Tay to provide 12 videos for our spiritual superstars, and as you saw in her video, she gave me a whole lot of love in the beginning. And of course, said, just like Caroline here, who also took advantage of that amazing promotion, um, just gave us so much love. And Caroline, I got to thank you too for doing that because in all of your videos, you did exactly what we asked for, which was to give Spiritual Guidance Academy a shout out and gave me such a huge shout out of love and just provide, as these two beautiful, whom I truly trust and are very gifted and talented um, spiritual practitioners. Um, Gave us exclusive content. And for Empress Queen Tay, we helped her grow over 500 subscribers on her channel within a couple of days. And so part of my mission is to do just that. So Be careful. Be careful. Your words have so much power, honey, okay? Just be careful. Be careful. All right. That was good stuff. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. All right, all right. Hey, God bless you too, Queen Ruby. I'm really happy that you enjoyed Empress Queen Tay's work. When I was able to talk with her, I told her, I think this would be a great opportunity for you. And she actually reached out to me for another business opportunity, of which I'm happy to share with you and anybody else. But and the information is down below. But in talking to her, as I truly do, I mean, I really love having conversations with our spiritual superstars. Um, I realized that, I could help her. I could help her. And I'm glad that she agreed and it worked out in her favor, it worked out in mine. And that's what we call a business partnership. So I'm so thankful to all of you spiritual superstars because you helped me grow. You helped me grow big time. And I mean, just self development, professionally, personally, and anything that I can do to help you, I'm in. It's such a big deal to see you growing spiritually and use what we teach because if you just if you just are here and don't participate, then you're kind of, not getting what I would love for you to get out of my principles because I know I've been so blessed by them. And when Spirit told me to jump and start sharing spiritual guidance, I was disobedient for years and years and years. I was so afraid. I was feeding fear. I didn't know you existed. I had no idea anybody would care to hear how I've lived my life because, much as all of you, we have been told to shut up. We have been told by so many people that we love, that say love us, that we've grown up with, sometimes in the same home, that we don't have anything to say, that our spiritual experiences are to be hushed, brushed under the rug. We don't talk about that they are against what is taught in the church, that they go against God, and we simply know that's not true. It is out of ignorance that people try to hush and silence anybody that is spiritually aware and has awakened to the fact that the Holy Spirit lives inside of us. And once we wake up to that, we receive all of the tingling and the burning and the itching and the crawling. Because what's happening is the God that lives inside of us, yes, 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 God lives inside of us. That is the Holy Spirit. And it awakens and it aggravates, it upsets, it frustrates the human because our human was taught the complete opposite. See, if society, government, if people that have believed the lie through generations and generations and are walking in that maze of this automated system of nothing but stuck, stagnant, go to work, come home, maybe get a retirement, die. No, that is a lie. People that are living that structure and are stuck in it are A to B, A to B, A to B, A to B, A to B. That's it. They might pause right here, but it's this, right? And so I didn't know. I lived my life like this. And family members were telling me, shh, we don't talk about that. My mama, praise her soul, completely opposite. So I was very blessed, very blessed. But the experiences, she didn't know how to teach me out of a lot of them. I had to go through them. We had we had the blessing of being able to reach out to my Cherokee great grandfather and grandmother and aunties, Seminole, and and learn from them and pass it down in generations. But they couldn't make me take the leap of faith. I had to do that. And so I want to lead by example. And I want to help those that are coming behind me and beside me. And so if you all are ready to take your leap of faith, honey, come on. Reach out to my team at spiritualguidanceacademy@gmail.com, and we will extend that promotion to you as well. They'll send you the information, and if you want and need a warm market, because you are not making the kind of money that you want to make and you're stressing about it, you're not quite sure how to scale your business, you're more focused on, do I need to get a ton of followers, and or do I need to get leads? What do I need to focus on? Content? Do I need to have a program to automate? What do I need to coach? What do I need to do? And what spiritual modality do I focus on? What if you're not focused? What if you're not confident on your gifts? You know, we've had our Reiki class today, our certified shaman, our Reiki master class, and it went amazingly well. Oh my gosh, look at Beach Bella is like my hand was numb and tingling after Reiki class. Awesome. I mean, you all broke it down in class today. It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. Absolutely amazing. Look at Kia. Yes, I'm tingling now because we are awake to so much more than is just spiritual awakening. And so, yes, when you are in that communication, you're in the flow. And I want to be able to help you. I want you to know where to go. I want you to know what Spirit is saying to you. So I feel so blessed, you know. You will always know when Spirit is sending you where you need to go and what you need to be doing, um, because of blessings like you, young lady, who I don't remember your name now. Let me scroll on up so I don't get it wrong. Queen Ruby, Goat. For her to speak so confidently and so assertively, and to have Empress Tay's back like that, you know, um, I love it. I love it. Empress Tay is a beautiful woman on my business team as well, and she is a spiritual superstar, and was able to take advantage of the promotion we have at Spiritual Guidance Academy as well. So it's a beautiful thing to network and to be able to help people. So I appreciate that so much. I can't wait to tell her that was just a beautiful, that was so funny. Star was excellent. Amen. That's right. All right, all right. All right, all right. So yeah, so that is what it is, and I thank you all. And definitely got to get going, but just remember, use your narrative. Use that narrative, and just practice it. You know, we don't get anywhere as far as mastery goes without practice, right? So keep it going. Never give up on yourself. I took that leap of faith and I'm still jumping. You know, every cycle, every time I had so many breakthroughs tonight, so many releases as we see 1313 on the screen, so many. And each time you release, you peel off a layer of your skin, of yourself, and you get to come on out fresh. Your new skin is so fresh and sensitive, and that's why you're able to pick up on those energies that are floating around you, the orbs that you see, and you're just like, what was that? You know, and nobody else can see it around you because you are so sensitive to the energies that are around you. And it's a beautiful thing. And it is because God lives within you and me, and even the ones that are asleep. But you can't go to them and be trying to beat it in their head. You can't be shaking them awake, okay? So just because we're awake, we can't be, don't you get it? You should be able to understand this. We can't be doing that. Get the book, Seven Steps to Master Any Spiritual Awakening. You will love that you got the book. It will help you through your awakening. And participate in the book. The book was written so that you could really do the work that often people say. And you're questioning, like, what is the work? Well, what kind of work do I need to do? Oh, well, she just doesn't want to do the work, or he does. He needs to do the work. You're gonna have to do the work. I had to do the work. You have to do the work. And you're like, what the heck is the work? Is it something that I'm missing? Did anyone else feel like that? I used to feel I used to be like, what is the work? What is everybody talking about the work? Then I had to research it myself, and I'm like, oh, doggone it. All right. Well, you can't get anywhere without doing the work then. It's the work that I've been doing for over 45 years. Okay, now I got it. I get it now. Okay. You just got to turn to it. I got it. Okay. Got it. Right? Oh my gosh, right? So you're doing the work 24/7 and to the point where you're like, Spirit, I got it. Oh my gosh, I got it. I got it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Oh my gosh, I got it. You right? I'm getting it. Kia's like, I don't know what that is. Okay, so the work is Kia, you're in our shamanic Reiki masterclass, right? Kia. Creepy Pastet. You have got to tell me how you came up with your username. That is so cool. I love it. I love it. You're like, oh my gosh, I found you. Thank you so much for finding us. That's good stuff. Thank you so much. How's everyone? Honey, we doing good. You missed it, okay? You missed it. It was so doggone funny. You got to rewind. Okay, Kia. So you doing the work, girl. So now when you in the class, you can just tell people, I'm doing the work. Because Miss Nicole is putting it to us. We all doing the work. So just know if you in any of my classes, honey, you are doing the work of spiritual awakening. You gonna come out on top, okay? That's the work. If you get into any class, then I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna go spiritual superstars. If you get into any class where you just all woo woo and and that's all you get, you feel like you just maybe sat down at the job for a couple minutes and you just, 5 minutes of I just need to D-zone and get away from these people. Okay, let me just go sit in my car. If you feel like you did that in a program that you invested your money and your time in, you have the right to tell whoever is hosting that program, creator, founder, whoever it is, you have the right to tell them what you're not getting out of it and what you are getting out of it. Don't ever feel afraid of that, okay? Don't feel afraid. You'd be surprised how many people use you as guinea pigs for their programs in the first place and don't have a clue of what they're doing. So until you tell them. All right. So just keep that in mind. Always be empowered. Always be empowered. Some people can talk a really good game and they could really sell you garbage. So be very aware of that. I've been to so many seminars where people that are multimillionaires now. And I sat there wondering, you talking about taking notes to just study them, to see their behavior, their mindset, their speech, everything. And because the question was, I paid this much for this. You mean to tell me I paid that for this? When I really want to go see something else and I paid for this one seminar, but I want to go out and explore the location I'm at or where, going to see the town or whatever it is. I don't even want to go to the training. It was like that bad. And because I'm totally disgusted. Because if I sit in there at all anymore, I've got this look on my face. My whole energy is all ugly and jacked up. The other people that I can see the same way, we done all got into somebody's car and went because we're just like, we got to get out of here. It's just a loss. Thank God we can claim it on our taxes, that kind of thing. So it's because they're great at marketing. I'm learning. All right. I'm learning because that's the key. So be careful, be careful. Okay. We'll definitely be rewinding. Good job. Name us from creepy pasta. The name of internet scary stories. Ooh. I thought I would make pasta sound more feminine, hence pastet. Never look back. Love to y'all. We love you too, baby doll. Mwah. Thank you for sharing that with us. Now I'm gonna tell you something because you mentioned the scary stories, and y'all know how we are about that. As you have awakened, or you're awakening, be careful about engaging certain energies that glorify evil, ungodly, or anything that freaks your human out, because your human is going to be naturally freaked out over spiritual experiences. And so if she or he is seeing this stuff on TV or on, any film and stuff like that, and you're forcing his or her hand, or he's still trying to see that, your human's gonna be so freaked out and paranoid, way more than need be. So just keep that in mind as you see that separation from watching scary movies and stuff like that, because you're gonna be seeing your own real life scary movie when you awaken. Okay? Anybody else attest to that? I should be getting an amen. Can I get an amen up in here? Now I know doggone well y'all know what I'm talking about. Anybody that's dealt with spiritual warfare, you should have both hands up. Oh my gosh. Okay? Amen and an amen. I'm trying to tell you, you don't want to see none of that stuff. You just be like, if I'm not watching an adventure movie, romantic, I like discovery, history, stuff like that, nature channels, stuff like that. I can't watch nothing that's gonna be like, because we know we already seeing all of that stuff. We rebuking it and we telling it to get up out of our house. Get up away from me. You don't belong here. We doing all of that. We doing rituals. We doing spells. We casting stuff out. No, we don't. Oh, please, no. Any readers? If you a real reader, you know what I'm talking about. Energy healers out there, you know what I'm talking about. You just be like, Lord have mercy. I don't need to be watching The Job on Netflix or anything else because I'm living that thing. I don't need to be personifying it through someone. Sit there and watch it too. No, thank you. No. My mother used to like Lifetime and stuff like that. And I used to be like, they would be in there watching it, her and the kids and stuff. Um, no. And I would be like, how could you do that? You spiritually gifted too. How are you doing? Lost souls come to you, mama. She would just be like, I just like watching it. And the kids being there freaked and paranoid as all get out, watching it too. They like to be scared like that. Me, I'm good. I'm good. I'll be in there knitting, okay? I need something that's going to calm my nerves down with my essential oils and my air diffuser going. That's okay. And my spa music or my affirmations, I'm good. I'm good. Caroline said no 3D glasses needed. Oh my gosh. Creepy says, oh yeah, you are what you eat energetically. Oh, I like how you say that. This name was made a long time ago. I ain't finna mess with that these days. Creepy said 4 amens. 4 amens. You know, Kia says she do a crossword. I can't be fooling with y'all, okay? Kia says she do a crossword puzzles. I'm telling y'all, this whole life is so different. And then they call us crazy. Oh my gosh, we be like, how is that? Yeah, okay. Don't you be like, I'm crazy. Yeah, all right. Right? Oh my gosh. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Get on over to Spiritual Guidance Academy. Guess what? We've got our membership starting in a little while. It's $1.99. We're meeting once a month and we are going hard on some things. And we usually meet for about an hour and a half. Sometimes we go for 2 hours. So we just break in between and come on back, you know. But we have such a good time and we go through methods, rituals, spells, we go through techniques that I do not share here and you all don't really get the chance to share. Over there though, we are all in our private space and we are on Zoom. We can be on camera. We don't have to be. You got your microphone. So in case you yell at the kids or something like that, or you might stub your toe or something, or whatever's going on, and you don't want us to hear all of it, okay, we're good. And so this space is a safe zone. So you don't have anything to worry about. You have everything to gain, especially when you need to know specifics and what to do and why Spirit is reaching out to you the way that your spiritual guidance is coming to you. The reason why that's so important is because you need to know what the synchronistic messages mean in order to put the puzzle pieces together and decipher the map that then shows up in front of your eyes. Okay? That's very important. You also need to know when you are under attack or when you're in a lucid dream or when you're receiving sleep paralysis, how do you communicate with God? Yes, God directly, and or your spiritual team while all of this is happening. You also, and that should be obvious of why you need to know how to do that. But you also really need to know how to decipher energy, just period, point blank. You need to know whether energy is of God or not. Not all dark or black energy is evil, and not all white or light energy is godly. So you have to know how to read energy, not go by the 3D lie of that original Christian philosophy. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about Christianity, not saying anything negative about Christians. What I'm saying though is paganism is a Christian definition. anything that's not Christian is considered pagan, and pagan has a very negative definition. When you look at the witch hunt, why it happened, the time it happened, what was happening in the Renaissance, how were women treated, why were they treated like that, what was the fear that the royal establishment had, what was going on with the hierarchy, what was the socioeconomic structure, all of this, what was the intention, what was the agenda, all of it. Okay, so we go through all of everything so that you can be good, and we don't want you stuck, because the 3D is a very limited life. Its mortality is there, but you are infinite, and we've got to help you get to that infinite abundance manifested in the 3D so that you get to live the happiest life possible. All right, dear loves, I love y'all so much. Awesome. Look at that. 11 in the chat, 11:07. Night. What? It's that late. I can't be fooling with y'all. I cannot be fooling with y'all. I didn't know it was that late. I gotta go to bed. Oh my goodness. All right, you know what we about to do. And I love that Carolyn B. Spiritual Warrior. I love that. Okay, so Creepy Pastet, you're gonna be changing your name pretty soon, huh? Awesome, 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 awesome. Thank you so much, Creepy Pastet. Why can't you join us? Is $1.99 too much for you? $1.99. Is that too much for you every month? You tell me. And thank you so much. I would love for you to join us. Your energy is so doggone vibrant. We gotta have you there. Beach Bella, is that not the truth? Star. Fellowship always loses track of time. Oh my gosh, it's so the truth. Family situation isn't great. Don't get a second of peace. That's okay. We'll be there at some point though. You know, it's getting better. It's getting better and better and better because you tuning in, you staying plugged in with us. We're going to be feeding you. We sending love and light to you. That situation is already changing, because wouldn't it be nice if you were inside of our spiritual membership? Wouldn't it be nice if you made it because somehow everything magically fell into place and the family wasn't so crazy and your schedule just opened up? Wouldn't it be wonderful? How would that feel? Right? One more minute. It's 11:11. We're going to raise it up. We're going to focus on huge magnanimous blessings, because wouldn't it be nice when, because it sure enough is going to be nice when we manifest this thing that we're focusing on right now. And then we're going to ask Spirit to give us a word. Thank you so much, Divine Source, because we manifest and things are changing. Things are changing. We're not going back to the past. We're claiming what we want. Oh, this is not it. We want chakras. We're claiming. Spirit, thank you so much for showing us what chakra to focus on. Thank you so much. Because with God, all things are possible, honey. It is 11:11, spiritual superstars. Take a beautiful deep breath in. Type it in. Night, night. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Divine Source, thank you so much. Thank you for showing us our spiritual guidance, the way that we can receive it. And just be open, spiritual superstar. Another deep breath in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Woo. Wow, we got two. Okay, all right. Okay, we are releasing and we are on a journey. We're releasing and we're on that journey. Releasing and we're on that journey. So we're releasing the detachment from our crown chakra. And realizing that we're already in alignment with our truth, communicating it. Awesome, awesome. Many blessings, our spiritual superstars. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for supporting our mission. Thank you so much for supporting me, letting me know what videos you want me to do. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Navy, this is communication. Navy combines the blue of communication with the darkness of the unknown, allowing us to discover the truth. There is bravery here and an ability to face the truth head on. We got this. When we face the truth, the lie of it can no longer haunt us. When I am somewhere else, my life will have meaning. This means so much. Hey, Veronica, this means so much, right? The oldest woman in the town of Blue decides she is ready to set out across the deadly swamp and walk the Navy trail that no one has dared tread before. The wise youngster points out that the swamp has vanished and the path she seeks is already before her. Mrs. Patriot sees that her life is not elsewhere, but is in the here and now. And as Mrs. Patriot travels home, the Navy trail stretches out before her. Our inspiration here is you may be on a quest that is unnecessary. Allow yourself the space for self-discovery. Our personal inquiry is, it is time to take a risk. Where in my life do I need to walk my talk? Key ideas: being open to wisdom, imagined dangers, commitment to your path, courage, journey, answers. Here's a meditation that you can do on your own. Write down 5 truths about yourself. Look at your list and close your eyes. Imagine the Navy trail stretched out before you, spiritual superstar. You may see images, you may hear a song, you may feel the sun on the path, someone may be with you. Sit with it. Allow all the sensations to happen. When you're ready, open your eyes. Did you come to any new awareness about your truths? Sit with it. Remember, you are no longer who you used to be, spiritual superstar. You're not even who you are right now. You are who you are becoming, and who you will always be is consciousness. You know, with Quest, Navy Trail, we often think, well, when things change, everything will be all right. But just as we saw with our beautiful spiritual superstar, Creepy Pestet, I'm just going to say Pestet, we have that power to say what we want and to speak it into existence, just as we said in the beginning of this video. Say these things. I wonder what it would be like if. I wonder what it would feel like if. And then allow your five senses to engage it. Release. See all that you are, for you possess a power that you have yet to understand. This may feel daunting, but great freedom awaits as you meet your shadow self. Profound inner wisdom is coming to you. Stand steady and sit quietly all at the same time. You are more than you know. There's a big change coming in your life, spiritual superstar. I can no longer keep your secrets. The legend here is Nikita cuts through the graveyard as she rushes home in the wind and rain. She is terrified when Shadow Gray's storm appears and speaks in her own voice, repeating painful things she has said to herself and others. As she listens in the rain to her own words, she learns it is she who has been making herself miserable. She leaves the graveyard with a changed heart, ready to forgive herself and others. And once we do that, we change our narrative. We communicate a different story to ourselves, which then manifests in the way that we communicate to others. This is about personal responsibility and release of blame. It is time to clear the debris and move on, spiritual superstar. You cannot move forward while you continue to hide. Your personal inquiry is this indicates healing family of origin issues. Am I ready to face my past and let go? Release dwelling on the past, righteous anger. You know, you just feel like you have the right to be angry. I've been there. I was just there. Change in consciousness, judgment day, seeing clearly, hidden truth, great discovery. Healing, remission, integration. That's so important, integration. We can heal and we can stay isolated. And is that really healing? We can heal and reintegrate into the fabric of life. And that's really forgiveness, not only for the other person or to the other person, but certainly starts with ourselves. Here's the other meditation. To do this meditation, you must have no distractions. Shadow Gray Storm simply asks that you sit and listen. In the silence, you will hear yourself. If you sincerely seek freedom, Shadow Gray Storm may come to you. Let me share something with you, spiritual superstars. One thing that I have learned in my life is that when it is time to release a cycle of life, It's going to happen with or without you. If you let it happen without you, you will find yourself perpetually unhappy, and sickness manifests from that state. And you may find yourself continuing to chase to bring people into your life in some way. And you may find yourself finding that they just don't want to be a part of your life, or um, the door is closing, but you keep feeling that void that has to happen. And it's a struggle. And there's a big block. And you hesitate so much and you go back to the past because life is happening without you now. Life is happening over here, but you're going to the past to keep pulling people that want to stay in your past for whatever reason. You want them to come with you out of very selfish reasons, right? Because if we are trying to pull people with us and pull situations and stay stuck in our job and our business and we're not scaling it, we're afraid to reinvent ourselves. We're going to lose subscribers. We're going to lose followers. We're going to upset some people. We're not going to make everybody happy. We're going to look foolish. We're going to make a lot of mistakes. We're going to face criticism and judgment. And so hanging on to that old way of life because we know it. When life is continuing to happen this way, right? Or we can roll with life and make the mistakes as we go and fall and get comforted by spirit. God lifts us up because we're co-creating the life that we really, really wish and that spirit desires for us with spirit. Because remember, the Holy Spirit lives inside of us. So if I've learned anything, it is to flow with life. Even while you are afraid, flow with life because it's going to happen with or without you. Always move in faith and feed that faith over and over and over again, because the opposite is only to feed fear. And you already know what that's like. We all do. So I pray that this has helped you. It certainly has helped me. Please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, hit the little bell so you'll be notified when we can come back over with free spiritual guidance. I deeply apologize for not having January's readings up, excuse me, and out. But I shared with you that we have a promotion going on, and I was behind on getting it out. And some people that we had scheduled to come out just didn't follow the guidelines. And we are very specific. I'm very particular about what I put out there. And we have a lot of young spiritual superstars, some babies, some that are 6 that asked to speak with Miss Nicole. Is that Miss Nicole? Oh, Nana, let's watch Miss Nicole. What a blessing that is, right? Any babies younger than that watching with their parents, with their Nana, with whomever their guardian is. And we've got older spiritual superstars that just don't want to hear certain things, and we understand it. I don't either, you know. And so I was very saddened to find out that there were so many that I wanted to highlight um, because they're great readers. They're great, great, great at what they do. But it's just like the way I felt. Some people, they have blocks to being able to produce and not fear their own success. Some people are trying to figure out the balance of life. How do I stay committed to growing my business and providing this form of value and still work my job or still keep my house together or just do life. And so learning how to do that, that's to be celebrated, right? So I apologize for not having January in. I am working on February myself because, and also keep this in mind. Um, Another tip, life tip, it'll make your life so much happier. People will quit on you all the time. People will quit on you left and right, okay? People will say they're going to do this one thing and never do it. People have intentions to do it. I've dropped the ball more times than I am, you know, happy to admit, but it's the truth. And I believe that when you have integrity, though, you try to do everything in your power to fix it, to make it right. So just keep that in mind because in this life, we get those do overs, right? Live your happiest life by just trying your best. So I say all that to say February's readings will be out. I think you'll be extremely impressed with them. And, I believe that we'll get more readers to highlight. And I believe what you're just working on the kinks and all of that. And so pass the word on. Anybody that you know needs exposure and would like to be highlighted on Spiritual Guidance Academy, um, it's a blessing that I was blown away that we were able to help Empress Queen Tay get over 500 subscribers in 3 days. We helped Empress Shirley and her Kingsman Abba get back in the swing of things, and start their business. I just had a coaching session and a reading with her, and her whole business has been realigned. We work on a strategy that's going to work for you, and we get you going. And she's so psyched about it. It's an amazing thing. To you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to read a testimonial that she just sent me, which is just phenomenal. But this is the kind of thing. This is why I do what I do, because of you guys. She says, let's see. She says, every time I work with Nicole on Ravi, she over delivers. I always leave her presence feeling validated and confirmed. With she is present. Oh, she is present and pours into her clients with so much wisdom, encouragement, and conviction in the message channeling through her. She is sensitive to spirit and knows how to interpret spirit's message as the gifted spiritual teacher who can express any message. It's just a blessing. Just a blessing. So I thank you so much for that. Yeah. Um, I really appreciate you. Check Miss Carol B out. Um, they don't want to deal with the karma, they still leave. Pay karma piper. Yeah, check Miss Carol B out. I absolutely trust her. And she's somebody that we have highlighted on our platform too. All right, so I have not looked at the comments. I'm so sorry. Um, let's see. Wait a minute. Be good to yourself. Love that name. Did we already come up with the name? I missed it. Wait a minute. Past that. Oh, okay. I was gonna get jealous and stuff. You hear me? I can't look back through here. But YouTube sometimes won't let me go back through the comments. When I post it, then the live comments don't want to come back up. Hey baby girl. Vaughn, where you been? How are you? That's so funny. I'm asking you the same thing. Don says divine timing. I get to see you. How are you? How are you doing this evening? I feel so good. I feel so good, Vaughn. How are you? You're well. I'm glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that, honey. Oh, I love it. I love it. But now I feel like I gotta stay on just a little bit longer because y'all done popped on. I love it. But I had to go to bed. So it's about time. Fine. What can I do for you? How have you been doing with your spiritual experiences? What's been happening lately? We got to at least talk about that. Let's get to the source and be like, what's up? I'm used to it. Nicole did teach me that. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Carol B. Shadow working and journaling helps. Amen. Mm-hmm. Those love spells will have you like a puppet. You know what else? People that I really think, oh, wait a minute, somebody tried to curse somebody? Wait, who tried to curse? Is mentioning swamps about someone curse? Swamps. What about swamps? I missed it. See, this is why I love our platform because y'all have great conversation when I'm teaching or channeling. Just me, Nicole, it's nothing. Oh, Miss Carol has been through some stuff. Let me tell y'all. Honey, check her out. Check her out. Because Miss Carol, we're going to do a mastermind, Miss Carol. Because we need to link up. When you're under, you know what gets me is people definitely who have the nerve to put those negative intentions out on you out of jealousy and envy, and they're really gone. They're really being led by some other energy that's not godly, that's not divine, because they don't understand that they're working with evil energy. You can't get me to believe that people knowingly know the extent of what our own human limitation towards ungodly energy is, that they would do that on purpose. Right, right, Vaughn. It just doesn't. You could never get me to believe that because it's too. That's too crazy. It's too. It's risking your own salvation. You're risking everything because that energy backfires on them every single time. And you're the first person. If they direct that negative energy towards you, you're the first person that finds out they did it, and you're going to see the consequences they have to pay because of it. So it's like it always happens like that. Yep, turn it over to the Most High every single time. Kia says, or let's see, Beach Bella says, my in laws are narcissistic energies, felt better when I cut the cord. Yeah, I felt better when I cut the cord to family, blood family, too. And I think it definitely needs to be said that cutting the cord just once isn't enough. Like that cord strengthens, right? So do the work multiple times, spiritual superstars. Don't ever rely on that one time. And I think in my experience, we are definitely better served by multiple techniques and tools, divination tools. hmm Vaughn says, reflect it back, fight it back, and bounce apps when people do that to God's children. Yes. Oh, it's going to come back on their shoulders. 10 years of that. Carol B. They said they didn't want to get their hands dirty and paid someone to curse you. What? You can't separate from that. People that can be that nasty, that's going to come back on them. That's why I'm very careful. I tell you, spiritual superstars, don't pray for everybody, because the most that I would ever advise you to say is God, that you pray for God's will to be done. Because the second you try to go in and praying specifics over somebody else, you don't know what their intentions are. You don't know what their relationship with God is, and you don't know what God's intentions are for them. So some people, you may think they believe God and they sure don't. You may think that, they love and they sure don't. You can't look at someone's skin color or ethnicity or background or money. You can't look at any of that and tell if someone believes in the Holy Spirit. So be very aware of that. The first time I went to college, I was 18, and the first roommate they assigned me to was an African American girl, 18, and um, looked no different from anybody else that I had ever seen of that description, and didn't believe in God. Not at all. So, talk about spiritual warfare up in that room. It was horrible. I was in the fight for my life. I mean, seriously. And I will talk about that a whole nother time. So be aware of when your ego comes into play and you want to do all this energy work on people and you don't know what's going on with them. Reiki, anything. You keep your intentions really mindful. Removing the root cause of the cords and healing the wounds. Vaughn, you said a mouthful on that. Removing the root cause. That's so important. You cannot overstep that. And that's the scariest part for a lot of people. I love that you just brought that up, because it gets deep when you are going to remove the root. Because spiritual superstars, what he just said, visualize that. When there is a growth and you've got a garden, right? You cut that garden back, but you've got perennials that grow every year. Annually, they come back without you having to replant anything. There's roots in the ground. But what you don't see on the top of the soil is life. But under the soil, beneath that soil, inside the soil, life is happening. So you want to make sure that when you're dealing with spiritual warfare, psychic attack, any spells, curses, and all of that, the root has to be where that work reaches to. And let me mention something else. Excuse me. That's okay, Jonathan. Hey, I love that you all, Jonathan and Vaughn. I love y'all. I love y'all, spiritual superstars. I love all y'all. Jonathan just said, sorry for just now joining so late. I am so grateful. Thank you so much. I feel so respected. I feel so appreciated. I feel so supported and I feel so loved. Thank you for that. Um, I really, really want you to keep in mind that, how can I say this? Just don't ever give up on yourself. Don't ever give up on yourself because even though you're going to have spiritual experiences that scare the crap out of you, because none of us knows the extent of the spirit realm. But don't ever give up on yourself. Don't ever quit on yourself. And guard your energy. And any children that are around you, guard their energy by guarding your energy. What is the blue-eyed angel? And you got to get totally tough with any ungodly energy because, honey, and when you're doing your reading, spiritual superstars, or you're doing any energy work, you're doing Reiki, let me tell you something. When you see an energy into your space, if your eyes are closed or open, and you feel like you just saw something out of the corner of your eye, or you see something in your mind's eye, you saw it, and you're going to feel that presence too. So you're going to feel it through the waves. Your skin will tighten and it will just be there in different ways. So you might get the tingling, you might get prickling, but what happens with me often is my skin tightens and comes in. My skin does a self-preservation mode of my whole skin just comes in as close to God in me as possible. That's what my human does. Like if a baby, it's almost like a kangaroo, a joey, would jump back in the pouch. When there's a negative presence, my skin will do that because my human knows God lives within me. And my human knows that I live within my human as the soul within my human. So you got to know that because you want to know how your human communicates with you on a metaphysical level to the reaction to spiritually guided communication. I knew you were going to say Archangel Michael. That's okay. But I was like, blue-eyed angel. First of all, you probably already know what I'm going to say, spiritual superstars. No, you don't, Vaughn. You get the effect of the Super Saiyan mode. I gotta tell my son, are you serious when negative energy is near me? Can you explain that to people that may not know? I can't believe you just said that. That's so awesome. Um, and Kia, I have a big pet peeve on angels the way that they are depicted in cards, because I love my deck. I love particular ones. What I don't like is the human qualities, because I have never seen human qualities in any of the angels when they visit me. Never, never. And it's such a limited description, which, by the way, I need an artist, spiritual superstars. So if you are ready to work on a project with me, let's get it. Come on. Um, I need some artists to work with, commission. So definitely get in touch with my team at spiritualguidanceacademy@gmail.com. So yeah, um, God will give you a power and strength to fight off. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. Super Saiyan mode. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Dollar Princess says, and then before I say that, so and when you go into Super Saiyan mode, it's a magnanimous, out of this world. It's um supersized, supersized, and divine power that you can't get in the 3D, in other words. And so you feel it radiate, from within to out, from out to within. And it is only because you feed faith, and because you're just, I'm all in. You know that the Holy Spirit is within you, and you know that, you know, Spirit will never forsake you. You just all in, boom. And whatever that energy is that has made its appearance has no power over you. No power over you. Dollar Princess, I realize how important it is to protect myself the moment I walk out of my home. A to the men, yes, yes, yes. A to the woman, yes, honey. Okay. You seem to have had an experience. Kia, I thought you were going to sleep. Jonathan says, my mom does. Your mom does what, honey? I love y'all. Oh my gosh, I love our conversations. So anyway, while you're saying that, Kia, Archangel Michael is chief angel, and Archangel Michael approaches you like this. What do you need? What do you want? Tell me, tell me, tell me. Okay, what do you just tell me, tell me. You gotta come with, this is what you need. Archangel Michael will work on the plan and boom, give it to you. All right. Um, Spirit kept telling me to do certain videos and series. And I was like, how do I do that with the time? I need like 10 more hours, and I don't know how to put this in my schedule. How do I make this happen? And Archangel Michael was like, what do you need? I just saw Archangel Michael's presence in my mind's eye, and I could hear Archangel Michael approach. And I'll talk about that, how, and all of that maybe in a video that I'll create for Archangel Michael, and how to recognize his presence. And one day I think I was cooking. I was getting ready to cook or something. I turned around on my counter and I look up, and Archangel Michael's like, what do you need? Just tell me, what do you need? Okay, well, so what do you need? And I said, okay, I need 10 more hours in the week. And then I need the kids to be taken care of for that. And then I need to be able to not study as much in this class. And then I need to do this and that. And then, so I had to come up with, what do I need? How do I know what I need? Because I had to reverse engineer it. So I know what my goal is because I know a spirit told me that I was assigned to do. So in order for me to do it, I needed to know this whole thing right here. And I didn't know that whole thing right there, but I knew that in order for me to do this whole thing right here, to get to the assignment that spirit told me to do, this had to open up. I just knew a block of time, how long it would probably take me to do this thing. This had to open up. So that's the only thing I went to Archangel Michael about. I went to Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael, the angel of healing. Archangel Raphael's name means who God heals, she or he who God heals. And, we heal through love because love is the only thing that's real. So, um, so I worked with both of them. The very next day, I slammed my finger in the door at the job and partially severed it. I was out of work for the whole rest of the semester, and um, my whole schedule opened up, not just 10 hours, the whole schedule. And on pain medication, my readings were as accurate as ever. And I was able to get the series out. It was beautiful, it was magnificent, and it was divinely ordained, and divine intervention happened for me to do it. I had to be obedient, and that had to happen in order for me to get it all done and then some. And then to walk away with a bunch of money on top of that, it was a trip. But that's how God rolls. And when you work with Archangel Michael, Chief Angel steps in and is going to protect you. There was a negative energy trying to mess with my family. And I opened my door, my bedroom door, and Archangel Michael was right there and just turned and went down the stairs. And I was so I knew to follow Archangel Michael because he was protecting me. And I say he in our limitation because our angels, archangels, guardian angels, spirit guides, messengers, um, we really can't be gender specific. Jesus, yeah, Baha'u'llah, Muhammad, manifestations of God, messengers of God, we know they've been here before, ascended masters, we know. But in their angelic form, they're genderless. Archangels, they're really genderless. Certainly God is genderless, but people refer to God as a very patriarchal he. So, I mean, but lined up on my stairs were the biggest soldiers, and they were all translucent. They were huge, lined up on both sides of my stairs. And the energy that they were exuding was just sheer protection. It was incredible. And you could hear a pin drop. I couldn't hear myself walking down those stairs. This is my own house. It was just incredible. It was something. So be careful when I hear that blue-eyed angel and stuff like that, because that's a very specific image that you would have in your mind. Okay? So just be Chief Angel. How does Chief Angel look to you? If you don't know, ask Archangel Michael to show up and to show you. Yep, always work with an open heart. Mm-hmm. Always. And be careful. Be careful. Oh, Jonathan says my mother is a third degree Reiki master who feels energy very well. Jonathan, good, good. And so you two should be definitely working together. That's awesome. That's so cool. Blessed and honored. Oh, thank you so much. I love y'all spiritual superstars so much. So much. Kimberly says, hey Kimberly Evans, I didn't even see you sneak in, honey. I woke up in the middle of the night and saw an angel. He was above me and the baby and was like, he was dancing. He left when he saw I noticed him. What kind of dancing? And he left when he saw that you noticed him. What did that feeling give you, Kimberly? Hey, Sharon. Blessings. Thank you for coming in with your 4 1s, honey. You are so welcome, Kia. Definitely. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, I love that something is showing me. An experience, an experience that I had when there was black smoke and clouds of smoke twirling up like a cyclone, and they went out of the house. But the place that we were at was just it was just I don't want to say haunted because that's not it. It was occupied by a mother and her son, and they didn't want us there. And I had to really let her know, listen, okay, I got kids. I know you're a mother too, but we're going to have to cohabitate, or we're going to have to work together. I got to be here for a little while, and then I'm going to be out of your hair. But it was um it was something. And by the time that spiritual warfare went over, because she tried to attack my son, now energies will approach and attack the baby, and because the baby is the most pure, the most innocent, the closest to the most high, and they're wide open. And but you know uh their father and I come from very strong lineage of awareness. And so we went hard, of course. And she fought back big time. And by the time it was, she had just exhausted herself. We were all tired, but I wasn't giving up. For that wasn't even ever an option. We could fight for years if that's the case. If it takes that long, that's how long it's gonna take. Okay, I'm in. But the day that I sat on my bed and I would pray for them. I asked God for permission. Is that what you want me to do? And is it okay if I pray for her and her son? because I asked for her to show me what her life was like. What happened? Is there something that I could do to help? I'm a mom. You're a mom. Your son is checking me out. So I know that you're being very protective. And that day, I remember I woke up and was just sitting on the side of my bed before I went to go wake up my children. And I just had a conversation with her. And I asked her to please leave. If, I felt like God was like, it's okay. And I promise you that we will be out of here as soon as I graduate. But can you please leave and just go on into the Abba kingdom, into heaven, and enjoy your celestial life, you and your baby? And that's when I looked straight ahead of me. And two little cycles. It was her, she was bigger than her baby, swirled up, got faster. She went, the baby followed. So I say all that to say energies are not always negative that come in dark smoke, black smoke, or dark shadows or masses. Just to let you know. And not all godly energy is pure white light. So, but yeah. All right, all right. What we got? My mother and I feel that we have an intertwined spiritual. I can hear her call my name when she concentrates on doing so. We've been through some of the same life experiences through years in between. Jonathan, y'all are soulmates. That's so true. My mother and I were the same way. We still are. And she has ascended on in the Abba kingdom. She comes through so clear. She came through tonight. And I knew it was her. It was an aha moment that I got. I could hear her. I was having a conversation with her when I was cooking. And I said, oh, that's it. Oh, man. Okay. Thank you so much. I was like, my, got it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Girl, it's all coming together. I could see. I came in here and she did a little indication to let me know that was her. And I was like, all right. And so this indication that she does, I'm just always, hey, mama, so absolutely. And Jonathan, we used to do the same thing. One time I was thanking our ancestors, and it was 1 o'clock in the morning. And I heard Spirit say, call your mom. I'm like, all right, call her 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, Mama, I'm just thanking our ancestors and I want to thank you too. And she's like, Nikki, I'm sitting here thanking our ancestors. I just got done with thanking Grandma. And here you are. She was like, how can I not love God? Tell me, Nikki, how can I not believe? We are so connected, and we still are. So my children, I told y'all ever since I made that switch, child, I'm telling you, get rid of all those toxic products. Whatever y'all use, get rid of it. Don't use no Comet, bleach, none of that stuff. None of that stuff. I don't use none of that stuff. And I don't make homemade tinctures. It's too much time to be doing that. And plus my kids were still getting sick when I was doing the essential oils and lemon, baking soda, vinegar. My house was stinky. I didn't like that smell with the vinegar and stuff. And no, not me. I don't care what y'all say. I didn't like the smell. I don't like it. But I found what I do like, and I found something super easy and efficient. And our spiritual gifts have just opened up like crazy. So, Jonathan, when you say that, keep on practicing that telepathic communication and keep it going and practice it in other ways, because I can sit here and my kids will come downstairs and say exactly what I was thinking, or I'll be thinking something and my son will say, "Oh, I thought," he'll say like, "What'd you say, Ma?" And I'll be like, "No, I didn't say anything." "Oh, I thought you were gonna say such and such and such and such," and it'll be exactly what I was thinking. So I could sit here and they would be like, I like the other day I told y'all he was by the microwave and I was thinking, "Ooh, I would really like some tea." He turns and looks at me without hesitation. "Mama, would you like me to make you some tea?" I mean, I'm grateful. Be grateful for all of it and keep going, keep doing it, keep doing it. But definitely stay protected, spiritual superstars. Not everybody is somebody that you're supposed to be trying to heal either, okay? Make sure you don't do that. Uh-oh, I see y'all linking up. You get sick from oils as well because they're not pure. Don't use anything that's not pure. We use pure. Where's my oils at? They all over there. We use the purest essential oils. I don't fool with any other brand. Don't use just everybody's stuff. Let me I'm gonna give you this link. Wait a minute. I think I can put it. Let me see. Uh I think you can get to this site. If you can't, I'm pretty sure you can. But I want y'all to check it out. Because the oils, yeah, don't be using everybody. Some people put plastics in their oil. Some people put um, the root when it should just be the leaf, and vice versa, in their oils, and it creates headaches. Um, it can make an essential oil very toxic if the distilling process is top notch. And that's why I only use their oil. Let's see. I only use their oil. I don't know if you can get to that site or not. I think you can. You should be able to and just see it. And if you can't, um, message me. Text this number. You should be able to get there. But if you can't, text that number and I'll get the right link, because I don't fool with nobody. I used to use Now, and this was when I was a massage therapist in Atlanta before kids. I was a celebrity massage therapist, and Vaughn, I couldn't afford to make them unhappy. And I knew that whenever they complained, because I was getting headaches and I knew it was coming from the essential oils, but I thought I was using the top essential oil. And then I remember they came out with therapeutic grade. That's a lie. Don't ever believe that's a marketing strategy. There's no such thing as a therapeutic grade essential oil. So don't believe that, spiritual superstars. And you should not have to do like a shaker with the essential oils. I used to do that with now. I research from top to bottom. And doTERRA, I never purchased their items because, excuse me, I know some people love them. I don't like the price. I think they're way overpriced. They're double the price of what I pay for. And um, where I get mines from, they are they've got a distilling process. I've never seen anybody have that high of a distilling process. Like they have certified handlers, baskets, gloves. They go through the painstaking. They care about the toxicities of the soil. They care about the turnover rate. They care about the environmental toxins in the air. So I've never seen anything like that. Excuse me. So when a company goes that far, I'm like, that's that's important. And to not just get, there's a lot of places, for example, sage. Sage grows everywhere, but you want to look at all those variables, because it doesn't matter if you go to Bosnia and get it and make it seem like that's an exotic location to get it as a plant of origin or something, and the soil is sorry, you know, or it's the environment is toxic. So, I don't fool with anything that's not the best. And paying a lot of money for something does not mean it's the best. So I researched doTERRA, like with sage, my frankincense, my myrrh, and we use it as air freshener. So do that, because this is my mix, spiritual superstars. Y'all got me on here for 2 hours. I love y'all so much. That's why I can't. It's so hard to get off the call with y'all. Just get off the live, get off the phone, get off. We be having we be having boot camp, don't we? Power sessions. I love it. I love our get-togethers. So, like, I think I priced. Let me see. I got sage, and I get my stuff with my shopping club. Okay, I'm serious, and you'd be surprised when I say I got. Um, I don't think I'm supposed to tell you the how much the membership is publicly, so I won't. But I'm telling y'all, you're gonna be like big eye emojis like that. But when I researched, and anybody could do this. I researched the Terra Sage, and it was like $50 for half an ounce. And the pure essential oil that I get is half an ounce, and it's $20, 20 25. And I get buy one get one free. I get free. And same thing with like the frankincense and myrrh. I think the myrrh might have been more expensive than the frankincense, but one of them was $99 with doTERRA, healthy living. Their stuff be so tiny for that expensive price. And I'm just I'm a big person on economic. Sharon, you studied massage therapy for 2 years? Wow. Don't you love it? Are you in my Reiki masterclass? Because you know you need to be. Are you Reiki certified yet? Because our shamanic Reiki masterclass is not the traditional Reiki. I am aware of your spiritual gifts, spiritual superstars, so we take it a step further. Thank you. Awesome. Okay. Demi, I saw your post in the group. I am an energy healer and I'll reach out to you to collab. All right. Yes, Vaughn, you know you need to be up in there. I'm telling you. You know you do. Let me get y'all the link. Let me see. Let me get y'all the link. Today was incredible. Ah, it was so good. I'm so proud of everybody. I am so proud of y'all. Because one big thing about our programs is being able to network and really keep in touch with people. When I look on social media and I see the connections, like who you're friends with, so many people are connected with each other that are spiritual superstars. And that's because y'all gotta have each other's back. And you gotta network, you gotta collaborate when you're in business, but you also personally have to hold each other accountable, and so that you can hold yourself accountable in your spiritual journey. And having that soulmate that understands, like Jonathan and Vaughn, just connected. And it should be like that. And like just how Beach Bella is telling Demi, you gotta check it out. And Vaughn's like, yeah, I gotta check it out too. Sharon, oh man, I need to do it because that's your background. And so when you're all connected like this is a beautiful thing. The sky's the limit. Exactly, Vaughn. I do long distance healing. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, yes. Jonathan, do you think a person can offer visual therapy to help heal? There are people, I have a student now who I used to coach privately. She would see lost souls, some lost, some were just specific, but she would see energies come in when she looked through her camera lens. She did photography. So when she was getting ready to take a picture of the person that commissioned her clients, she would see an energy right there with them. Deceased grandmother, any ascended loved one, be right there. So she's able to communicate that to her client. And at first, it was freaking her out because she was just like, do I say something? They're going to be like, I'm not paying you for anything and I'm getting out of here. So it was, really hard for her. But then that opened her up to, you need to be in a profession that's going to serve you and the collective that spirit has assigned to you because you're awakened to your calling now. So that's another case in point how everything you've done leads up to who you are becoming. That's why I use my photography photos to help people heal visually through my photo. And Jonathan, Um, there's another woman who lives in Canada that I connected with. Honey, her pictures, she would take the Polaroids. When I tell you this woman's gifted, they just are open to her. So in her pictures, you can see the energy very clearly. And I mean very clearly. Use your gift because that's your spiritual gift to how you show people their relationship with God and how you're able to communicate your spiritual guidance. Jonathan, you and your mom should be in my master class. I want y'all to be in. Give this to your mom and you. Check it out because we just started, so you all can very easily come in and catch up. It's a very relaxed but very step by step. If you just participate like you're doing now, it's all about supporting each other. Yeah, please do. I would love to have you all in there. I think you would really, really love it. And doing long distance healing with COVID, I want to celebrate everybody because you're listening and you're following your calling. We are all needing long distance healing right now, right? And when you're using a different medium that people associate with the 3D, they associate photography, they know photography, they can reason, okay, well, if this is going to be real and he's using some tools that I can reason, I can logically say, okay, maybe I can put two and two together and this might be okay. It gives people more grounded understanding and less fear that way. So you're not saying, for me, for example, I'm going to use crystals, I'm going to use cards, I'm going to use me, just me as a medium. That may freak people out, you know, and so your audience may be very well in that sleep state or just waking up to needing long distance healing or healing through a medium that is found within the 3D commonly, you know? And so, yeah, so all of your puzzle pieces fall right in alignment. What? Excellent, Vaughn. I need and want to leave my job. Vaughn, we need to talk. You got my the text number. I want to talk to you because you leaving. Vaughn, where are you at in this beautiful world? Where are you at? Where is everybody at? Where do you live? I'm in Atlanta. I would love to know where you guys are in this globe. North Carolina. Awesome. I've got business partners in North Carolina. Charlotte, to be specific. That is funny. I've got two business partners in Charlotte, North Carolina. Ohio, Sharon, you right up the street. Houston, you right over on the other, you down the street, Demi. Kimberly, you next door in East Tennessee. That's funny. I love it. Jonathan from Augusta, your mama lives here. I could just I could reach out the door and touch her in Augusta. In California, oh my goodness, I'm coming. Okay? Just move there. Dollar Princess, you in NYC, where I will not be going back to live. Girl, God loves you. And all that winter, bone chilling snow. Oh, wow. Vaughn grew up in Cali. That's funny. Oh my gosh. I long to come to California. I'm coming. I'm telling you. Just the weather, and I want to go to the beaches, and I want to check out all the spiritual locations that I possibly can. Brandon, Omaha, Nebraska, Ashe. Wow. All right. I was just talking about the Trail of Tears, and I was talking about the treaty and all of that. So that's a little fresh for me right now. Omaha is a beautiful place, very spiritually charged ground. Yes. Y'all are claiming it. Wow. I claim it. I claim it for y'all. I'm going to tell you right now, I want y'all. I want us to work together. And I'm all about helping people and making money by helping people. I think there's such a hang up on doing what you love and getting paid really lovely for it. I don't believe that spirit wants us here not being happy, doing what we need to do to provide for ourselves and our families. I don't believe that's the lie of the 3D, that you have to get a job that you have to settle for, that's in your immediate environment, that everybody else is doing, that fits a criteria that, okay, I got to go to school to please my parents, or I'm not going to go to school. I'm going to go ahead and get this job because it's easy. It's good money. Who says it's good money? According to whose standard? Well, I mean, if they pay $15 an hour, for me, that's not good money. They pay $33 an hour. Okay, well, now I got to make a decision. You know, it's hard. It's hard. At Verizon, I was making six figures, and I worked up to that, and it was hard. I faced mental harassment. Um, it was horribly hard. I was the first African American manager in the whole division in New York, and it was so bad I had them transfer me to Atlanta. It was just harassment after harassment. They even did an internal investigation. I should have sued the company. And who's to say that that needed to be my life? Because I certainly was like, that's not my life. And at the time, I was receiving so many spiritual downloads all my life, just like yours. We received spiritual guidance. That's how we've been able to stay out of trouble, right? Find yourself in trouble, spirits having that conversation with you, because divine intervention, you need to get up out of that situation, out of them circumstances, just like now. A lot of us are having those conversations, right? But we get a do-over. We get that. You over the cold dollar princess. I know that's right. Good. Awesome. Because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send an email to the whole class, because I don't think y'all may know what I got going on. And I'm sharing it with everybody just because it's working. And I know Spirit sent me to this 5 years ago. I told all y'all during the 5 years that I was going back to school to get my Master of Science in Lifestyle Medicine. I told all of y'all, Spirit has us going somewhere that's going to be awesome. And I'm telling y'all, I said, as soon as I know the company, I'm sharing it with everybody. And that's what I'm doing. When I tell you, you'll hear the story. You'll hear it. You'll hear it. You're gonna be like, dang. Cause I'm still like, dang. But that's how spirit rolls. So if you want to leave, you're ready to make that exit from your job. The time is always now. When I realized six figures wasn't gonna do it for me, I was still living month to month. I mean, I still was horrible financial management, excellent financial management for the company. Fortune 5 companies. I had were my was my tier, and I was really good at what I did. But when it came to my personal finances, it was horrible. It was bad, and because I was so depressed, working that job and missing my daughter. My daughter, I missed her first walk. It was just stuff like that. You don't want to miss. You don't want to have to work and miss anything when you're a parent. You don't want to, and plus, if you're not a parent, you want to live your life. You don't want to be stuck to what a job says you can only make. A job says your value. And one day I heard Spirit say that. I was like, what? Verizon determined your value. And I'm like, I'll never forget that day. I was having a good old day. Balcony, nice apartment in Alpharetta, Georgia. Really nice apartment. Paying a freaking arm and a leg for it. But it was nice and I felt really secure. I felt comfortable. Too comfortable. Too comfortable. I'm sitting out there. My baby girl's in her little pool. My feet kicked up. We've got a little shade, curtains on the porch and everything. Everything's good. That moment I heard that, I was like, what? They don't determine my value. They determine your worth. I'm like, what? I mean, I'm having that conversation. I'll never forget it. My whole life changed. I was like, that's it. So I say that to say I started planning my exit. Had no idea what I was going to do, how long it would take. I didn't know how to plan it. I just knew spiritually, mentally, emotionally, I needed to start planning that. So I went into visualization mode. I started first looking internally because I was still like, this is all I've done is corporate. That was part of the limiting beliefs, right? Oh my gosh. And you ain't registered nurse, Jonathan. I'm a lifestyle medicine practitioner. I graduated from Creighton University. Where you at? What school you in? That's so funny. You're gonna trip out. When I share with you what I gotta share with you, you're gonna trip out. That's so funny. You gotta register for our class because I'm gonna send that email out in just a second. Not in just a second, but I'm gonna send it out this probably tomorrow. Or I'll send it out this week. I'll send it out this week. Cause you gotta be a part of this. Oh my gosh, you gotta know what I'm doing. You gonna love it. You gonna love it. Oh man, especially now with COVID, you a registered nurse. God bless you. Thank you, Beach Bella. So yeah, so now, man, I'm so happy. Sharon says, "Are you happy now?" Who, me? I'm ecstatic now. Girl, oh man, am I happy? I tell you what, I prayed for spirit to lay me off because it took me a minute. And I realized, okay, I don't want no internal job here. I was overqualified. And I even went to the point of settling and trying to say, okay, well, I know I'm overqualified, but I really just want to take it easy. I don't want this responsibility anymore. I don't want that. And so literally I found myself really low key begging HR to somehow not make me overqualified for a job that I would have to take a pay cut for, a significant pay cut, but I would have less responsibility. And I felt like that way I could spend more time with my baby girl. So I went through all of those stages of denial that no, you gonna up and leave corporate completely, to the point of what if I go back to school and do something else and let them pay for it, and just any kind of way back end all of that, to the point of So ended up having my son. I got pregnant with my son. They did the same thing. I had FMLA, and for a year, they called me back in like a month and started just sending emails knowing they weren't supposed to, stressing me the heck out, all of that. So I was like, I'm not doing this again. Forget it. So that was spirit telling me, I told you, it's time for you to take action. Like, all right. I said, I can't quit. I'm not going to give up no benefits that they owe me. And how can I do this um, the right way? I don't want to quit. I don't want to, how do I do this? How can they lay me off? Can they, what is it? So I got wind that they were giving severance packages. They were about to merge with somebody, I forgot now. Okay. So I said, Spirit, please let me get this severance package, and I'm out. And I woke up about 3:30 in the morning, and Spirit said, they're going to lay you off in 3 days. I said, cool. Are you talking about the biggest smile ever? I fell asleep having the biggest smile on my face, okay? That might be the best sleep that I had in a minute. And I woke up. The manager I had at the time gave me a call because I was scheduled to go back in early after having FMLA. It was all jacked up. And I was so happy. He was like, first he said, can you come in on such and such a day? And it would have been like 1 or 2 days. And I'm like, you sure? Because Spirit said 3 days. So I'm like, are you sure you want me coming on this day? He was like, yeah, because such and such. And I'm like, all right, it's all right. I'm going with the flow. He calls right back. You know what? It would be better if you came in on Wednesday. That made 3 days. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll see you on Wednesday. I came in, spiritual superstars, boobs out because I was breastfeeding. I had a cute little blouse on, and I had, I was not corporate at all, okay? I was happier than happy. When I rolled up in, I had my big hoop earrings. I tell you, I rolled up in there like Security was looking at me funny. Everybody up in there was looking at me funny. Like, what the heck? When I tell you I was totally detached from that job, I was detached. I had made a nail appointment. I wasn't going to pick up the kids until such and such a time. And I had all my day was planned, and it had nothing to do with that job. So I figured he's going to talk to me well before lunch. I'm out of here. So I heard the whispering and everything. My boy Derek came up and was like, I heard that your boobs are out and you walking around here like you done lost your mind. He was like, you got these men going crazy up in here and everything else. And I come up here and look at you looking like a doggone goddess. He was like, what's going on? I said, this is my last day. He was like, what is you talking about? So I told him, and he was like, dang. He was like, did he talk to you yet? I said, no, he ain't say nothing. I'm about to go ask him, didn't you say you wanted to talk to me? Can we talk now? And then I did that. And he was like, well, I was hoping that, we could talk after lunch. I was like, oh no, that's cutting into my appointment, my nail appointment. No, I said, if you don't mind, I would like to talk now. So he was like, okay. So we go into the conference room and he was pacing. Well, he was trying to put it off. I'm like, don't be putting off my blessing. Are you crazy? This is my blessing. Get it. I'm hands open, honey. So I'm just like, he's taking forever to say it in the meeting. It's just us in the conference room. Amazing man. I love that man. He didn't want to say it. He was a dad, God-fearing man, sweetheart. I was like, are you going to lay me off or not? You'd have thought he saw a ghost. Yes, Beach Belly. You'd have thought. He was like, I said, how do I know? He just shook. I said, you're a God-fearing man. God told me. So how do we handle this? He was like, what? I said, I don't want to work here. This is a blessing. You about to give me so much money. you know, I'm about to take several years off and just spend time with my family. I said, you're blessing us big time. So he went through he talking about fighting it. This man, when he called me the first time, he said he was trying to figure out a way to stop them from offering the severance package. And I was like, you tried to block my blessing. We just cracked up. He said he was fighting it tooth and nail. I mean, the links that he was going through was crazy. Couldn't sleep. He was talking to his wife about it. They were trying to figure out stuff because he was so upset that I just had a baby and that they were trying to lay me off. He couldn't understand it. I said, it's out of your realm of understanding. It's not for you to understand, it's for you to do. And I thank you for being obedient. So he just cried. We cried together. We waited long enough so that he wasn't so red faced because then everybody would know he was crying. And and he gave me a hug, and he was not a hugger. ADHD, you know, textbook, and he'd tell you, I'm not a hugger. Gave me a hug, and it was a blessed departure. So am I happy? I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Then I went back to school to teach, and then Spirit was like, you're not going to be teaching in a classroom. Your classroom is all of humanity. And so I had to tell my advisor, I can't claim my major. And I was really hard, and that's that time I was already sharing spiritual guidance with you guys. And I had taken the leap of faith and I had followed my spiritual guidance because Spirit was like telling you, I told you to teach the way that I talk to you. I'm telling you to teach how I communicate with my children. And I want you to share that with people. And I'm like, well, what is it called? How do I even know what to call it? I mean, it's not Nicole's life. What's the word? Spirit showed me spiritual guidance. I'm like, what is that? That's the way you lived your life. I'm like, oh, you mean all of it? That's spiritual guidance, huh? Okay. I had never looked at tarot. I didn't know what it was. Never looked at nothing. I didn't even know YouTube existed. I had just found out about Facebook. So I was really in my own bubble because, much like you guys, I have been judged and criticized for being a psychic, for being a channel and a medium, and knowing that I just have always prayed for God's will to be done and for God to use me for thy good will and thy good pleasure. I was taught it when I was a little girl, and I knew that it felt good to me. I knew that I would see beautiful, translucent images and some that seemed as real and as looking as my best friend. And I just knew when there were energies that didn't look like they were friendly. And I thought everyone saw that until the day that I learned as a little girl that no one else saw that. And I shut down. And I tried to, um, you know, avoid it. But just like y'all, hey, see you, Vaughn. I was ready. Good. I'm glad you're going to sign up. I can't wait to see you. I'm glad we're going to be working together. You all awesome. Jonathan says, I'm in Solano Community College at the moment, using my transcripts from the Aerospace School of Medicine. Nice. Right. I see it. I claim it and I love it. That's right. That's how you do it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Right. It's for all of us to take action. Vaughn says, do you regret leaving the corporate job? Not for a second. Oh my gosh. Not for a second at all. I love my experience. It taught me a lot about leadership. You know, management was my whole corporate gig. It taught me a lot about it. But it taught me a lot about the sharks, you know, taught me how to read my energy even better. I was very good at reading energy through them mugs. Okay. Man, and stuff that you get messages, you can't be quiet. So I'll be telling coworkers, oh, congratulations. And they would be like, what? Oh, I mean, and then I have to think that, okay, wait, they didn't tell me that. Spirit just told me that. Now I'm in an awkward situation. What do I say? What do I do? I couldn't do nothing but admit, I didn't even know to call it a medium or a psychic or anything like that. I just knew I would just say, I just heard that you're pregnant. I feel like God told me. And they wouldn't talk to me again. That would be the end of that relationship. Or and the last time when I was at school, by the time I came to you guys, someone told me, um, he was like, oh, I just went to him and said that, oh man, congratulations. I'm so happy for you and your wife. And he looked at me like, and I was like, he didn't tell me. He didn't tell me. And our manager at the time, it was a work study. He was a real cool guy. He was like, can I talk to you for a minute? I'm like, yeah, He was like, you got to tell him. I'm like, tell him what? He was like, he knows. He told me that they were expecting today. He just told me that. But he needs to know that you are a psychic because he didn't tell you that. And now he's going to think that I told you. And he told me in confidence not to tell anybody. So he was like, you got to tell him. And I'm like, dang it. Because I had to learn tact and I had to learn, okay, when you hear the message, that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to convey it. And it doesn't mean you need to convey it at that time if you are supposed to. So I had to tell him that. And that was pretty cool. But yeah. All right. So we have been on here for almost 3 hours, spiritual superstars. I love y'all to life. Get into our master class. I'm happy to have stayed on this long. I love y'all. I can't even deny how much I love y'all. We have such a great family, and I'm so grateful for your support. So I look forward to seeing you over in our masterclass, seeing you over in our membership, and just connecting further, networking, and you and us doing business together. This is a big deal. So, mwah, I love y'all, and I will see y'all very, very soon. Sharon says it's a wonderful gift that God gave you. I bet it was scary at first. It was. It still is. In a lot of ways, it can be very, very scary because we're always evolving. We're always growing. Now the fear is uh as I step into my greatness, you're never fully ready. You're never fully ready to take action. That's how you know when you need to take action. And seeing my children's gifts go just so fast, that's the challenge right there. So thank you so much for letting me share that. Mwah. I love y'all, spiritual superstars. I'll see you on the inside. Stay safe and healthy and be blessed.